Dr. Suvarchalaa, Scientific Director with ZIVA Fertility Centers. Today I am going to talk about the kinds of carbohydrates that are available and if these carbohydrates play an important role on your fertility, if they can cause infertility in men and women. At the end of the video, I'll also talk about glycemic index and glycemic load, how to calculate these things and how to decide what food to eat, especially if you want to enhance your chances at pregnancy. So the quality and quantity of dietary carbohydrate influences glucose homeostasis and insulin sensitivity, which may influence ovarian function, a very important thing in a woman's body for pregnancy. A common indicator of carbohydrate quality is glycemic index, which is a measure of relative impact of carbohydrate containing foods on blood glucose levels, whereas glycemic load GL is a product of the GI value of food and its carbohydrate content. It is an indicator of carbohydrate quality, quantity and amount of dietary fiber related to the extent to which carbohydrate has been refined, whether it is whole grain or refined grains, etc. So we'll try to understand about carbohydrate. Before that, I used a word called homeostasis. Let us understand that first. Glucose homeostasis refers to the regulation of blood glucose levels within the narrow range that is essential to ensure that cells throughout the body receive a constant and adequate supply of glucose for energy production and metabolic processes. Now, glucose, which is a simple sugar derived from the breakdown of carbohydrates in the diet, serves as a primary source of energy for cells and is extremely essential for maintaining physiological functions. In females, let us see how it affects fertility. Total carbohydrate consumption and glycemic load are both associated with higher risks of ovulatory infertility. So, a prospective study of about 18,000 women had shown the risk of ovulatory infertility. It was shown to be higher in women with higher carbohydrate consumption. In males, higher carbohydrate intake was associated with increased prevalence of abnormal total sperm motility and progressive motility in a study which was conducted in 2015 by Liu and others. Various researches suggest that a low carb diet can increase the chance of conception by about 5 times. High levels of carbohydrate, especially refined carbohydrates, I'll talk about them in a short while, they affect the metabolic system of the body and can fuel obesity, which can reduce fertility. Now, simple carbohydrates, which are the dangerous ones, they're also called as processed carbohydrates, which include processed meats, canned products, frozen foods, bakery products and snacks. These are high in carbohydrates and affect the reproductive system in women and reduces the quality of eggs. Apart from this, high carbohydrates can result in poor metabolic health that can cause inflammation in the body and damage the mitochondria, affecting the quality of the egg as well as damaging the DNA in the sperm also, and thereby bringing about its fall in motility, morphology, which is the shape of the sperm. Complex carbohydrate, on the other hand, which are also called as slow carbohydrates or low carbohydrates, contain longer chains of molecules and are digested more slowly. Examples of slow carbohydrates are foods such as oats, brown rice, cooked sweet potato, beans, some fruits and vegetables, whole grains, lentils, etc. Slow carbohydrates also contain vitamins, minerals and fiber. This type of carbohydrate helps balance the blood sugar levels, making you feel less hungry. When it comes to choosing carbohydrates and fertility, if you look at the connection, it is a good idea to think slow and low. The glycemic index ranks carbohydrates according to how quickly they elevate blood sugar levels. Pure glucose has the highest glycemic index with a value of 100 and it is used as a comparison point for other foods. Glycemic load, on the other hand, takes into account the amount of carbohydrate that is consumed as well as how quickly that carbohydrate raises blood sugar. Let's calculate. To calculate glycemic load, divide the glycemic index of a food by the quality of carbohydrate it contains per serving and multiply it with 100. For example, glycemic load is equal to glycemic index into carbohydrate, which is the number of grams that you're consuming, divided by 100. When creating an optimal fertility diet, glycemic load is more informative because it tells you how a serving of food will affect your blood sugar. Slow carbohydrate foods, I'm going to talk about them, such as oats, brown rice, cooked sweet potatoes, beans, lentils have a lower glycemic load than fast carbohydrate foods like sweets, cakes, and processed food, which cause blood sugar levels to rise and fall. As a result, eating more low glycemic load food slows digestion and regulates energy release from foods and drinks. Low glycemic load carbohydrates help to keep blood sugar levels in check by regulating sugar release. You may feel tired, irritated, depressed if your blood sugar levels are lower too much, and so foods such as oats, beans, lentils, etc. help you keep blood sugar levels more balanced. Complex carbohydrates also aid in the appropriate absorption of tryptophan, which is a natural precursor to serotonin, which is brain's feel-good neurotransmitter. To understand more about the food that you should eat for fertility, please feel free to contact us. Thank you. A lot of effort has gone into making this video. Please like and subscribe us. Thank you.